Shalom, shalom. We the Hebrew Israelites. Before we get started, though, like always, we want to send all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'Hashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'Hashem, Rekah Kodash. To the apostles and elders of GMS out of New York, elder bishops out of Connecticut, we send double honors because they do rule well. For the brethren around the world, push this truth uncut, unfiltered, giving you the good, the bad, and the ugly of the prophecies, correctly breaking down the interaction with the people on the planet. We send salutations. For the hopeful elect, we hope this is edifying. Okay, what we got here on TV right here on the internet is Sky News, and what it's talking about is the Russian Ukraine fires six long range missiles. I have been saying this for a little while that when Putin said that he could escalate and go into nuclear warfare and whatnot back in the summertime, I said that this was going to eventually happen because of this, and then now they've Jody P. Okay. Joe. Yeah, Sleepy Joe. Chester the molester. Okay. Went his route and lost and this there's wannabe Negro. There's not a Negro and hate everybody found out and whatnot. Didn't hit it. He went on and after he saw he lost and she didn't win, he went on and let loose and say, "Okay, y'all can use them. Y'all can use them long range delivery systems," knowing that Putin had said what he said back in the summertime. So it's like, okay, yeah, y'all want a war? I'm gonna set y'all up for a war as I leave. Okay, because as Esau, as we all know, Esau's motto is if he can't have it, nobody can. Right. Okay, so this is actually what we get. So we gonna let this second in command here of Vladimir Putin himself tell you what their idea is and what they're looking forward to and how they go play this. Go ahead.
No copyright over this.
Yeah, ain't no copyright, this, that, and the other.
4 hours saying that this is a signal the West wants escalation and that Russia will react accordingly.
So if Russia wants escalation, if Ukraine wants escalation, they go respond. Go ahead. Back up just a little bit. There you go.
Russia will react accordingly. Have a listen.
The president mentioned this several times. If long-range missiles are going to be applied from Ukraine into Russian territory, it will also mean that they are operated by American experts, military experts. And we will be taking this as a qualitatively new phase of the Western war.
Pause it right there.
Against Russia.
He said he's going to take that as a new face. So what that?
So the big question now is how will Russia respond? Well, the Kremlin gave a very clear signal of the means at its disposal earlier today when Vladimir Putin approved changes to Russia's.
New
Pause it up. I thought I hit it slucky.
Okay. So anyway. Basically, he's saying that he's going to consider that to be a new face in the war. If U.S. delivery systems are used to come deep into Moscow like that, then he's going to say that's a new face on it. That means that Putin is going to be looking at, because if you look at this, if y'all don't know who this is his one of his higher ups, militarily, diplomatically, one of these people. And he's saying that we're going to look at it as a new face because I know that if y'all using them type of delivery systems, then this means that you've got experts of America, of American military operating these things. So I'm not going to look at it as Ukrainians. I'm looking at America has jumped down into a Ukrainian area and launching these against Moscow. So that's a declaration of war in itself. Go ahead.
Of the Western war against Russia, and will react accordingly.
So the big question now is, how will Russia respond? Well, the Kremlin gave a very clear signal of the means at its disposal earlier today when Vladimir Putin approved changes to Russia's nuclear doctrine, which sets out when and how Russia can use a nuclear strike, and the changes essentially lower the threshold for Russia to use nuclear weapons.
Pause it. So it lowers the threshold. That means now you don't get a chance to just use this. Anything you use, anything that comes deep into Moscow now becomes part of the escalation. I don't give a fuck what it is or how you think, or we didn't take it this far, or whatever the case might be. That's exactly what is being said. Let it play.
From now on, they can respond with nuclear weapons if Russia is attacked by any state using conventional weapons, including drones, including aircraft, including missiles. So is Russia actually going to respond now with nukes? Will they reach for the red button? Clearly, Washington thinks that they will not. They're trying to call Moscow's bluff here, having mulled this decision for months.
Like I said, back in the summertime when I was peeped this.
Clearly entered a very critical new phase with this development.
Okay, hit that on pause. Now we can go to hit that on pause. We can go back to what it is that we want to pull up now. Give me that. Give me Ezekiel the 38th chapter. Because these men don't understand that you're dealing with a warrior here. Putin is absolutely ex-KGB, ex-military, ex-all that. So he's not one of these ones that's going to play around with this. He's already watched what the Cold War did. He already watched when that clown Gorbachev was in office back in the 80s and all this other kind of stuff. And he was a junior officer in the Russian military and this, that, and the other. And he had to go in and lock up certain things and this, that, and the other, then shred all this and whatnot, And and he was shredding secrets with the idea that he was absolutely afraid that Moscow and Russia as a whole body and state was getting ready to be invaded and taken over, and democracy was getting ready to run rampant through the KGB and through the politics of Russia. So that you don't understand the fear that this man dealt with. So he swore that he would never let this ever get to this again. So he's got a resolve that you all don't understand. But that resolve actually lines up with this scripture. Read.
Is this, start one?
Yeah.
This is Ezekiel 38:1. And the word of Yahweh came unto me, saying, Son of man, set thy face against Gog, the land of Magog, the chief prince of Meshach and Tubal, and prophesy against him.
Right.
And say, Thus saith Yahweh power, behold, I am against thee, O Gog, chief prince of Meshach and Tubal, and I will turn thee back and put hooks into thy jaws, and will bring thee forth, and all thy army, and all thy army, horses and horsemen, all of them clothed with all sorts of armor, even a great company with bucklers and shields, and all of them handling swords.
So this man says that, in verse 4 where it says, I will turn thee back.
Yep.
Okay, to turn thee back means return you to. When you go into the interlinear of that and look up that what that's actually saying, is basically, I will turn thee back and put hooks in thy jaws. To turn thee back is I'm gonna let it say it.
Strong's H7725. Shuv.
To return, to turn back. So he returned them to this warrior state. See what I'm saying?
That's right.
He turned them back to the warrior that he used to be. He says, like I said, so all that soft shit between Gorbachev and Reagan of the 80s and shit,
Yep.
He's like, fuck that.
Right.
He's like, fuck that. He done went into ruthless mode. He gives no fuck. To him, if it ain't about Russia, it ain't about nothing. And that's his whole mindset. Go ahead.
Yep. It says Persia, Ethiopia, and Libya with them, and all of them with shield and helmet. It says Gomer and all his bands, the house of Togarmah of the north quarters and all his bands, and many people with thee. So he's assembling the army with Russia leading the armies that the Lord is preparing for. It says, be thou prepared and prepare for thyself, thou and all thy company that assembled unto thee, and be thou a guard unto them.
So this man here is the leader of the destroyers of what's going to be America.
Facts.
And he's been if you don't understand what Gog and Magog is, that is the landmass area that Russia's occupied with now. Okay. And he's been put, and then in the spirit of Yahweh Bashim Shah, he's the man that's been put in position to be able to go. And the Edomite that's going to turn against the Edomite with no fucking remorse.
Yep.
If as Trump says, if he can't have it, nobody can. And Putin, if I can't have it, nobody can.
Yep.
Real quick.
Go ahead,
Let
Al.
me read this last one because this is 8.
Go ahead.
If you don't mind.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I just want to finish. This one says, and after many days, thou shalt be visited in latter years, that thou shalt come into the land that is brought back from the sword, that is gathered out many people against the mountains of Israel, which have been always a waste, but is brought forth out of the nations, and they shall dwell safely, all of them. So go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, you got it.
So this is a war that has to happen, so that when as this is going on, Yahweh Shai is going to be showing up in the midst of this as well. And these nations that's going to be gathered together is going to be gathered to go into slavery.
Yep.
When all this is laid out and done.
Time. He's saying a latter time. And this is that latter time that he's bringing it back.
Right. You got some?
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
It's Joel 3 and verse 9. It say, prepare ye this among the Gentiles, prepare war. Wake up the mighty man, let all the men of war draw near, let them come up. Beat your proud shores into swords and your proud hooks
Isaiah
into
14.
spears. Let the weak say, I am strong. And that's what it is. Putin is going to be a guard to all these nations, to Iran, all to
China,
Libya, all these nations, man. Because now with Russia having the Satan II, they upgrade their defense system, all their missile capabilities to destroy this place, which has been shown. They've been doing war tactics right near American soil for years now.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, Russia wanted to flex so bad back here in the mid 211, 212, 213 that he was letting fucking subs that you couldn't even track pop up on East Coast and West Coast and whatnot, just so y'all can just so the world could see y'all can't track me.
Yeah.
Y'all can't track me, so y'all don't have that 20-minute, 30-minute motherfucking window y'all think y'all got. I can actually be in your back door kicking it in, and when I let those go, I can actually have these right here on scene.
Which has been many reports that Russian ships popped in Texas or right off.
Like I said, the Gulf of Mexico, all that shit. They did all that shit out there on the West Coast. They popped up there and whatnot. They popped up
Hawaii.
Out there by Hawaii and whatnot. Popped up there off the coast of California, deep off the coast of California and whatnot, between Hawaii and California and this, that, and the other. So these motherfuckers have been letting you know, you can't track me. When I decide to go underwater, leaving under all that ice and shit, right. when I come back up, I can go so deep and be down there so long, and since my subs are nuclear powered, I can go down there and be down there and come up on your motherfucking coasts, and you don't get a chance to see me or know that I'm there.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Assemble yourself and come, all you heathen, and gather yourself together round about this come thou mighty one to come down, O Lord. Let the heathen be walked in and come up to the valley of Jehoshaphat, And that's over there in the Middle East,
Yeah.
what they just showed you.
The Valley of Shaphat. Yep.
For there will I set to judge all the heathens round about.
So when he going to judge, he ain't going to judge as in, he going to judge as in, you got destruction coming, you got destruction coming, you got destruction coming. Y'all go get fucked up, y'all go get this, y'all go get that, because all y'all touched the apple of my eye, which was Israel. Go ahead.
It say, put ye in the sickle, for the harvest is ripe. Come, give you down, for the press is full. The fats overflow, for their wickedness is great. Multitude in the valley of decision, for the day of the Lord is near in the valley of decision, man. So this war is evident. Soon Putin is going to let loose, and they're going to shoot missiles on this place, and the Lord is going to return and conquer all their ass, man.
It's so beautiful. You know what I mean? You're 100% right. And it's so beautiful. The fact that everybody else is growing strong while America's growing weak, and that was prophesied saying, is there no more teaming, no more wisdom in teaming? You motherfuckers have been, like the elder was saying, y'all niggas dropped y'all guard, but Russia and the rest of them still building their military might.
Yeah.
Y'all worried about alphabet lifestyle and stupid shit like that. But the other nations have been preparing for war and never stopped.
Right, preparing for and getting ready
and
getting their mind right.
Exactly.
And the whole deal.
And while y'all letting alphabet people into the military, y'all worried about that as opposed to what's about to happen.
Exactly.
You know what?
You got that 14?
Yeah, it's Isaiah
14 started about 9.
There's Isaiah 14:9. It says, hell from beneath is moved for thee to meet thee at the coming.
So hell, and hell, since hell is a place or a situation served out on earth. It's not some motherfucking mythical ass motherfucking fireplace that you go burn forever like the motherfucking Baptist and fucking Catholic doctrines like to teach.
Yeah.
But since hell is a place, hell is a condition that you're going to serve on earth, read it again.
It says hell from beneath is moved for thee.
So it's gonna come up, it's coming up to you now. You Edomites that had a chance to control everything, your hell is getting ready to come up to you on this planet. Go ahead.
It says, meet thee all thy coming. It stirreth up the dead for thee, even all the chief ones of earth. It has raised up from them their thrones, all the kings of all the nations.
Go ahead.
It says, all they shall speak and say unto thee, art thou also become weak as we?
So all these nations. So hold on. Where was you at when you read what you read?
Joel, the 3rd chapter.
So you were Joel, the 3rd chapter. But where we at now?
Isaiah.
So guess what? Guess how far apart that is. So don't try to tell me, man, y'all don't know what y'all talking about. Man, this is bullshit, man. Y'all no. And you can't tell me that is my opinion when I got 2 different prophets that wrote about it.
Right.
Okay? Go ahead, read.
It says, the slide, it says, all they shall speak and say unto thee, art thou also become weak as we? Art thou become like unto us? It says, thy pomp is brought down to the grave, and the noise of thy vows.
Pause right there. Okay. So have you become weak as the other nations? Like the brother Ash said, you didn't keep building your shit up. You didn't realign it. You didn't remanufacture it. You didn't go and fucking look for the nuances and make your shit better. So guess what happened? While you wasn't doing that, they was building their shit up. They was getting that shit. They was cutting them deals and whatnot that you wasn't understanding. They was shipping that shit to each other. So now you got motherfucking Iran sitting over there talking about, y'all want to hit my so-called secret nuclear facility,
right?
And this, that, and the other. And Russia like, for real?
Right.
Y'all didn't get the memo when me and China lined up together back in 2013 and we let y'all know that anybody that fuck with them is fucking with us?
Right.
Okay, so you don't understand that China's got the EMP motherfucking knocking out satellite shit already set and ready to go.
Right.
Okay, and I got the firepower and they got firepower too. And since all the other nations like Pakistan and all these other motherfuckers that's around about Israel over here,
right?
We got motherfuckers in their back door, and we got motherfuckers in your back door, and you don't realize it. So when we decide to smoke you, it's gonna be an absolute bloody bloodbath, according to what Yahweh Shah wants done in the first place. Go ahead, read.
It says, The worm is spread under thee, and the worms cover thee. It says, how art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer?
Oh, so now we're talking about the devil. So now we're talking about the devil is the motherfucker that the world is going to be calling out.
Right.
Okay? So now, you want to say, well, damn, that's the devil. That's spiritual. No, I'm going to let him keep reading.
It says,
go ahead.
O Lucifer, son of the morning star. It says, how art thou cut down to the ground, which didst weaken the nations?
Now, pause right there.
Yeah.
It says, what of the morning star?
It says, Lucifer, son of the morning star.
So when y'all get to talking about this fucking devil and all this other kind of stuff, and you get this motherfucking bullshit ass Catholic bullshit, this, that, and the other, he was an angel, a shining light, and all this other kind of stuff, and all this other kind of stuff, and he was doing this and doing that, and then he's a red devil and all this other kind of shit. Yeah, you wanna know why he red? Because he's fucking pale. He ain't got no fucking his skin ain't got no color in it. His blood shows through his skin. That's what makes him that red pale devil. And he's actually pretty smart because the Lord gave him that too. Because when we had to break that down out on the line years ago about the creation, the Lord had to give this man the understanding of the atom to begin with, so he can let him split it, so he can make the hydrogen, then the atomic. And now the nuclear weapons. Yeah. Okay, so he had to give this man that. But those physics that you was given to you, Esau, Edom, so you could destroy yourself with the fucking weaponry that you go do, because the only thing you understand is your blessing and the sword. And that's what you was given. Go ahead.
It says, for thou hast said in thy heart, I will ascend into heaven. I will exalt my throne above the stars of the Most High.
Did that in the fucking 60s with all that space program. And it actually started with Russia. Let's get it for real. It actually started with Russia because Russia was the first one that put up Sputnik. That was the first satellite that went up in like 1950 something. Okay, so that was the absolute first satellite that went up. So Russia did that, and that's what made the space race jump off. And that's how come America wound up having to lie and say they hit the moon, because they were trying to beat Russia and whatnot. So that lie started with Russia getting out in space first. Right. Go ahead, read.
It says, I will also sit upon the mount of the It says, I will sit also upon the mount of the congregations in the sides of the north.
Right.
It says, I will ascend above the heights of the clouds.
Did that.
I will be like the Most High. This is Esau and his mentality, thinking that he is God with his God complex.
Right.
It says, yet thou shalt be brought down to hell.
Oh, hold on. Oh, so now you go sit yourself up there, but somebody in the background saying you gonna get brought down to hell. Go ahead, read.
To the sides of the pits.
Oh, shit. Go ahead.
It says, they that see thee shall narrowly look upon thee and consider, saying, is this the man?
So the motherfucker's gonna be squinting at you saying, this nigga? This is the bullshit artist that made us all fall in line for all that long ass time? This the motherfucker? But now we started off as Lucifer. That's the devil. But now it's been brought back down to a man that's here on earth. So who's got that trait? We already see them. They're on opposite ends of the earth squaring off. Because if y'all absolutely don't know that fucking fucking DJ Trump is fucking Nero, and fucking Putin is Achilles or somebody, they ready to square off. And they're not afraid and scared of nobody. Like I said, if they can't have it, nobody can. So they don't give a fuck. So that's why the scripture just says, if they for the elect's sake. But go ahead, finish reading this.
It says, is this the man that made the earth to tremble?
Right? The man, not some spiritual being influenced by the spiritual deity Satan and his crew that works as well, because there's spirits and demons that work both sides of the fence. Go ahead.
And that did shake the kingdom.
That did shake the kingdoms. So this man is shaking the kingdoms. His firepower coming out of America has shook everybody's head up. But at the same time, Russia is not only caught up, they've overtaken them. So now America's going to have to be made a believer that there's another country and another continent and another nation of Edomites that are strong enough to actually knock them off their high horse.
Well, that's what Revelation 18 going to, when they tell you how when this place get burnt up, all the nations bewail because of all the money and merchandise that they made off this place.
Right.
That's why I can't wait till the Lord returns, man, because the Lord is gonna really put all. I don't give a fuck if you Russia. I don't give a fuck if you China. I don't give a fuck if you Iran. All you nations going into slavery, man.
17 nations. The only nation that ain't gonna be in slavery is the 12 tribes of Israel. That's it. Everybody else, welcome to the Terror Dome.
That's right.
Go ahead, read.
You want that Revelation? You want to finish that?
Did you finish that?
I got that.
Yeah, I finished that. Yeah.
I got that. Last set that you quoted.
Go ahead.
This Matthew 24 and 22. It says, "Except those days be shortened, there shall no flesh be saved. But for the elect's sake, those days shall be shortened."
So this man would if the Lord didn't send Yahweh Shai back to cut this man short, this man would literally blow this planet apart.
Facts.
Okay? Why? Because as it stands, it says that when these nukes go off, it's gonna be like a drunkard rocking to and fro. Okay? So this man is going to actually get a chance to make this planet that the Lord designed to have hang on his hook in the middle of nowhere.
Right.
Okay? It's gonna rock to and fro. So that's like one of them motherfucking little bulbs that you hang up on a fucking Christmas tree.
Right.
Now you gonna come along and blow on it and make it move back and forth and shake. Right. This is what the Lord's gonna let him do. He's I'm gonna let him make the planet shake. Okay, go ahead.
Can I read this real quick?
Go ahead.
It's Revelations 19, verse 1. It say, "After these things, I heard a great voice out of my people in heaven saying, Hallelujah, salvation and glory and honor and power unto the Lord of our power Yahweh. For true and righteousness and his judgments, for have judged the great whore."
So this is the virgin daughter of Babylon, which is what America is known as. It's known for that because it's never had a major world war on its fucking soil. That's going to all be ended in one move in less than an hour with the nukes hitting this place.
Yeah.
So she's gonna get gang banged the first time. She don't get a slow loving. She get ran through, and she's already been run through. So it's like, okay, since none of that seems to phase you, let's go ahead on and bring some real pipe into the place. Okay.
It say, which did corrupt the earth.
It corrupt the earth. So she was the one that's going around telling everybody, be a hoe like me.
Right.
Okay,
yeah.
Be a hoe like me.
Yeah.
And everybody fell for it. Go ahead.
With her fornication and have avenged the blood of his servant at her hand.
So all the time that the prophets showed up, showed out, told what they need to tell, did what they need to do inside of. And see, we looking at it from America and this thing that started back in the 1300s with Spain and Cristobal Colon doing what he did, who y'all ignorantly call Christopher Columbus. But in actuality, this is about this Edomite's rulership whenever he had a chance to be over us.
Right.
Okay, so all of this is going to get played out and ran through and done at this last go around. Go ahead.
They say, and again they say Hallelujah, and her smoke rose up forever and ever. And the 24 elders and the 4 beasts fell down and worshiped Yahweh that sat on the throne, saying, Amen, Hallelujah.
Break it down.
And that's what is going to happen. All these other nations, the 4 beasts that you talked about in Daniel, the Medes and Persian, the Greece, Russia, all you Edomites, all you nations is going to fall and worship the Lord, man.
Right.
When the Lord returns, man. And we can't wait, because when the Lord returns, that means the nation of Israel going to finally be on top, man.
Right. I got one for you.
We don't care about none of this. Yeah, of course we care about the war because it's prophecy. But we don't care about no fucking Russia. We won't Russia to shoot missiles on this place.
Absolutely. Right? And see, y'all look at us and be talking about how the fuck y'all want to be in the middle of fucking ground zero? Yeah, because when ground zero shows up, then we know the cherries are showing up too.
That's right.
And those that are not meant to die and be transitioned, they're going to meet the ones that did die in this truth, doing this work in the sky and go up into the chariot, the Father's ship, and watch this shit as is described in Revelation. At, on a what's that? A glass what?
Mingle with fire.
Mingled with fire. Okay, so we go look. You go be able to, and the only way you go be able to look upon that. Sea mingled with fire is if you're above it.
Y'all.
Okay, and if you're above it, and the only people that's gonna be above it is the 144,000 men, and those that's been in the election that's been deemed worthy to be in that ship. A lot of the elect is gonna be females because of the bros that's been talking about they want this and they want that. Lord say, okay, if you're a man of the Lord and your kid is under that age and this, that, and the other, and blah, 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 yeah, okay. They don't have to go out like that. So this is what it is. So I want to read this though. This is 2 Ezra 13, 8. And after this I beheld, and lo, all they which were gathered together to subdue him were so afraid, and yet does fight. Like the brother said, the valley of Jehoshaphat. Everybody wants to gather together and want to fight each other, but they being gathered over there so they can square up and fight against Yahweh Shah.
Which that go back into that Revelations, you said the 12th chapter?
Yeah.
Michael and have the war in heaven.
Right.
The
12 and 12.
Fought against the angels.
12 and 12.
The devil. Hey, you gonna learn the hard way, man. That's why we can't wait. The Lord want a good show.
That's it. That's it. Hey. And he's going to have a good show. It ain't going to be a build-up where you thinking like Mike Tyson was going to do some shit and he got in there and did nothing.
That's because
they already paid him off. Exactly. They already paid him. Ain't no payoff. Hey,
you can't pay the Lord.
As it says, a gift destroys the heart. Yeah. You can't destroy the heart of Yahweh while Yahweh Shai. He said, no, I want my glory. And for my glory to work the way I want it to work, that means somebody got to get a beating.
Somebody got to pay.
Somebody got to pay.
Somebody got to get a beating. Matter of fact, give me that blood to the horse's bridle.
Probably.
Yeah. Give me that. Yeah. And okay. And behold, and lo, all which were gathered together to subdue him was sore afraid, and yet does fight. And lo, as he saw the violence of the multitude that came, he neither lifted up his hand nor held sword nor any instrument of war. This is Yahweh Shai. He ain't gonna do that. But only I saw that he sent out of his mouth as it had been a blast of fire, and out of his lips a flaming breath, and out of his tongue he cast out sparks and tempests. And they were all mixed together, the blast of fire, the flaming breath, and the great tempest, and fell with violence upon the multitude which was prepared to fight, and burned them up every one, so that upon a sudden and innumerable multitude nothing was to be perceived, but only dust and smell of smoke. When I saw this, I was afraid. So Ezra was scared of the fucking shit that he saw. This was a holographic fucking vision that he saw. This was like he was sitting in an IMAX theater, a surrounding IMAX theater with all these blood and guts going on. And he like, what the fuck? Motherfuckers gonna be dying like this?
Right.
Oh shit. And he said the smell of smoke, what was that, Apocalypse Now? I love the smell of napalm early in the morning.
Yeah, that's what that song's going to. It tell you, if you don't have this, the secrets, meaning this book,
right?
Hey, this cloak, hey, guess what? People going to be down on your right, 1,000 on the right side,
10,000 on the
left side, man. Yeah. It's going to be crazy. You got that on?
It's Revelation 14.
That's what I was calling.
20, yeah. I know we're going to start at Revelation 14.
I know I was looking for.
What you got?
Start one verse up, 19.
It's Revelation 14 and 19.
Salakas. Start at 18.
Okay. Revelation 14 and 18.
Yeah, start at 18. Get straight to it.
It's Revelation 14 and 18. And another angel came from the altar, which had power over fire, And he cried with a loud cry to him that had the sharp sickle, saying, Thrust in thy sharp sickle and gather the cluster of the vine of earth, for grapes are fully ripe.
So all this death and all these motherfuckers that deserve death, they sins have had a chance to mount up to heaven. So they ripe for the picking now. Go ahead.
Yep. It says, and the angel thrust in his sickle into the earth and gathered the vine of the earth and cast it into the great winepress of the wrath of the Most High.
So that goes into Isaiah the 63rd chapter.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
And the winepress was trodden without the city, and the blood came of the winepress even to the horse's bridle.
So a big ass fucking Clydesdale horse that's about 7 foot tall, which means his bridle is about 6'7", 6'8", is the blood's gonna be up to there. Go ahead.
Yep, says by the space of 1,600 furlongs.
Wow.
So not only was the blood up to the horse's bridle,
it was wide as fuck.
It was long as fuck too.
Long as fuck.
You know what I mean? And then, dude, what's so powerful about that scripture? Just remember, when liquid go into the earth, it soaks in.
Right.
So how much blood went into the earth for it to still be 6 feet tall?
Yeah.
Well,
that's unbelievable.
Just imagine when that hurricane came
and all that water,
that water sat high and it's covered people's cars.
They cover houses, covering houses.
Houses too. Imagine that's how much blood is going to be in the streets, man.
Right. So the Lord is not going to be playing with this, man. With Yahweh Shai is going to be a scary person in that day. And what it says, what is the day of the Lord? You know, what is it going to be to you? What is it going to be when he shows up and you here? You're going to get salvation or you're going to get destruction?
Yeah, that's that Amos, war in them that desire the day of the Lord.
War is them, that's right.
Hey, you don't know what the day of the Lord is terrible. Darkness.
That's it.
It's going to be terrible out here.
That's it. He said, I come not to send peace upon earth. I come to send a sword. Yep. The Lord said, I ain't bringing peace when I show up. He said, what did he tell the motherfuckers in Gethsemane? If this was my kingdom, my servants would fight. It wasn't his time. No, who was that? Pilate?
That was Paul. When he told, matter of fact, when the centurions came and tried to grab Yahweh Shai, and Paul cut out the centurion's ear, he said, Peter, my bad, right. Peter. He said, if this was my servant would fall.
Yeah, my servants would have fought. Well, it wasn't their time. It's their time this time around. Jeremiah 16:16. Yep. It's going to be that time. We fishing now, they say, and trying to get you to understand, we don't care how we do it. I don't care if it's through love or fear. Whichever one works to get you to understand the severity of what's getting ready to happen. Yeah, let it happen, and count yourself blessed if you in that written book of the ones of the souls that's meant to be saved.
Hey, the better Lord was ruthless, man. Peter cut it off and put it back on.
Yeah, the Lord put it back on. No, not this time. No, you go get a chance to smoke.
That's
because if you don't think that Peter or Moses, right. if you want to wake up and get the understanding of it, if you don't think that Moses is going to be in the midst of the fucking wrecking crew, you are sorely mistaken.
Gotta be.
Hey, between that, the mighty men, and this, that, and the other, it's going to be a hell of a show. Yeah. It's going to be a hell of a show. And we just hoping as the part of the hopeful elect that we going to get a chance to be a part of it. But we won't find that out until, as they say, we won't find that out until the curtain goes up.
Facts.
When the curtain goes up, showtime.
Facts.
Okay. So, anything else?
No.
All right, we hope that this was edifying, that this man Putin is laying down the gauntlet and dumb Joe on his way.
He ain't even in there no more. I hope Nero
gonna pull a trump.
I can't wait. He pull a trump card.
Yeah. Nero gonna pull a trump card. And then that pulling of the trump card. Hey, as he says, Nero with this trump sitting on the ace don't understand that there's a joker in the deck.
Right.
That's good. That's a good one.
Okay. You don't understand that there's a joker in the deck, and it's going to trump everything he's got, and it's going to and that's per the scripture, per Ezekiel, the 38th chapter. So we hope that this was edifying. We want to send all praises, honor, and glory out to Yahweh, Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'Shem, Kwadash, the apostles and elders, again, the GMS, the elder bishops out of Connecticut. We send double honors. For the brother that's pushing this truth, amen, it's getting close. Just hang on and hold on. And for the hopeful elect, like I said, he's not going to give you more than you can bear, so bear it. With that, a hearty shalom.
Shalom.
To the elect, the hopeful elect, and to the rest of the world, a Baba Ball.
A Baba Bomb.
40.